Nemaline rod myopathy is congenital myopathy with rods. Congenital myopathies are a collection of muscle disorders present early in life with a stable course that cause floppy muscle tone and weakness in the affected person. Nemaline myopathy is considered among the most common of all the congenital myopathies. Congenital means existing at birth or early onset of symptoms. Myopathy means muscle disease, and congenital Nemaline myopathy is basically that, an early onset disease affecting muscles. The symptoms are caused by the muscle weakness and can include shallow breathing caused by weak breathing muscles, along with limits to physical function caused by weak skeletal muscles. Swallowing dysfunction with impaired speech ability caused by weak bulbar muscles in the mouth and throat is common as well. The weakness experienced is often worse at the core of the body and where limbs attach to the core, with somewhat less weakness at the ends of the limbs, feet, and hands. Often they can have very weak neck muscles and may not be able to lift their heads. Many will also have bone malformations, since the muscle problem affects the structure, growth, and strength of bone too. The muscle weakness can be so severe that the person may not be able to move any part of his or her body, or so mild that you would never guess they have anything different about how their muscles function. The muscle weakness can cause problems with many of the body systems, but brain and eye function are usually not affected at all. Nemaline myopathy, abbreviated NM, is thought to occur as frequently as once for every 50,000 live births around the world based on a study done in Finland. It was originally described and named Nemaline myopathy by a clinical research group in 1963 after observing symptoms in a patient and taking a muscle sample to view up close what it looked like. The scientists found that some of the muscle cells had tiny rod-like filaments clustered inside them, which was not normal. They used that finding to name the muscle condition Nemaline myopathy, since nema is Greek for thread-like or rod-like, Nemaline. There are many genes associated with having mutations causal to NM, 13 at the time of this video. The most common gene implicated is called Nemaline and causes about half of all cases of congenital myopathy with rods. It is a giant gene with instructions for the body on how the muscle should be built and should contract. And in people with Nemaline-related congenital myopathy, those important instructions are missing or dysfunctional because of the genetic mutation. The second most common gene implicated is called alpha-actin, and it is thought to cause about a quarter of all cases of congenital myopathy with rods. The flawed gene can be passed down from generation to generation, with only some family members having the muscle disorder, while others may be silent carriers. Or the gene mutation can happen spontaneously in a developing embryo. Males and females are each just as likely to be passed congenital myopathy with rods. There is a wide spectrum of the ways people with NM can be affected, regardless of the gene variant they have. Congenital myopathies are genetic muscle diseases, not to be confused with acquired conditions or contagious diseases that spread. We hope you found this video to be informative, and we thank you for watching.